It's one of the most powerful words you can utter. Just three letters that can change your life. Do you know how to find your yes? Joining us on this Money Monday is the CEO and founder of her own entertainment group and author of the memoir From Barefoot to Stilettos, Finding My Yes, Marie Pizano. So good to see you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me this morning.
Well, I want to talk about your book and
hmm
your media company, but I would love for you to kind of take us through your trajectory career-wise, and if you can also explain the significance of the stiletto in your life and how it translates into what sounds like a rather empowering statement.
Well, the book is about my life story and why it's from barefoot to stilettos, because just like me, everybody, we all come in this life barefoot and we all stumble and fall throughout our journey. But we all have the power to rise each day and in our stilettos and go find our yes. And I use stilettos as empowerment, power to rise up. So it could mean, many things for many people, but just rise up, stand tall, and go find your yes. No matter what life brings your way, down your path. Like Rocky Balboa says, it's not how many times you get knocked down, it's how many times you get back up, right? So that's what the meaning is.
Definitely. And you started off as a fitness trainer, and then you suffered a motorcycle crash, which really changed your life. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about your history.
Yeah, when I was 18 years old, right out of high school, right out of graduation, it was June 21st, 1988, and I was on a very heavy traffic street called Burnham Avenue back in Calumet City, Illinois. And a car, a Dodge 88 with the headlight that comes up, came out of nowhere, kind of did one of those Hollywood stops, so to speak.
Mm.
And as it was coming, we were passing by, and the headlight of the car happened to catch my leg, which tore into my leg centimeters away from a main artery.
Oh,
And when it was all said and done, to about 284 stitches from the inside and out. And luckily for me, that main artery was not cut. I had no helmet. I would not recommend this for anybody, but by the grace of God, I was able to get up off that road because of my adrenaline. And if I may say, right before the accident, I kind of knew something was going to happen.
mm.
I felt something weird in the air, almost like really closing in. And my boyfriend at the time started screaming like something was going to happen. And I shut my eyes and I just said, God,
Oh.
please let me live. And miracle, I am here today.
That was a profound experience for
Yes.
you. It also changed the trajectory of your life because you had also gone out to California in the hopes of becoming a model, and things changed. And today, now you bear a T-shaped scar because of this accident. But the T stands for something, and someone very important in your life kind of
Yes.
revealed that to you. So maybe you could tell
Yes.
us about this.
So when Morgan and we were on the course.
And this is Morgan Freeman we're talking
Morgan
about.
Freeman, sorry. Yes, Morgan Freeman.
The
And
actor, the very famous
yeah, we were
Academy
introduced by
Award-winning actor.
mutual friends, and we were telling our war stories. And he said, "You know what, Marie? Everything happens for a reason." He said, "There's a reason for why you and I even met." And I just looked at him, and at the time, when you feel beat down like Rocky, at the time, and I said, "Morgan, I don't know what God in the universe was thinking." And I looked down on my leg. I see the big T on my leg because the shape of a T. And I said, "What is this? T for Tennessee?" And he goes, "No, Marie, that's T for tough." And the minute he said those words, it's almost like later I look at this like God must have sent a joke to me, because or I wouldn't listen to anybody at that time. And here's
Sure.
Morgan Freeman saying T for tough, and it was like, Okay,
And
that moment in Rocky Balboa, dun, 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 dun. Yes, I am. What am I thinking? Yes,
you know what?
yeah.
Morgan Freeman is also known as the voice of
Voice
God.
of God.
So couldn't
Exactly.
have come from a more perfect source. This is a great place to take a
Exactly.
break here, Marie. When we come back, I want to talk about your media company and
Okay.
how this has risen and where it's going to in the future. You've got some new developments on the horizon, so we're going to talk about that in 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. On this Money Monday, we've been chatting with Marie Pizano. She is the CEO and founder of her own entertainment group and the author of the memoir, From Barefoot to Stilettos, the latest edition, Finding My Yes. And so this is a lesson for people to not stop at no, that you keep going until you find your yes. So it's the stick-to-itiveness of having a goal, having a dream, and not giving up until you've attained it. And you've done so despite having setbacks such as this motorcycle crash that we were just talking about before the break, Marie. And Morgan Freeman of all people telling you that everything happens for a reason, and that's comforting to know because we've all had our ups and downs, but you have to keep moving forward. I want to talk about some of the developments of your media company. Maybe you can tell our audience, first of all, what it's called, where it's based, and what's coming up in the near future.
Well, the company is called MVP3 Studios and Partners LLC, but MVP Studios consists of also a hotel and also an Atwick Center, which is a sports complex and all that. But we are a multi-use facility where we house music production, film productions, about 5 to 6 movie sound stages, a place for entertainment, kind of like we're forming, the best way to explain it, Universal Studios, Stax, and Time Warner all in one.
Wow.
And with that, I have plans with my partners to bring more production into Memphis, Tennessee, and working with, quite frankly, from, Chicago to New York to LA, and bringing, not only think projects here, but reaching out as well as globally too for, with the content and the projects that we're working on.
Certainly, certainly. And you're also partnering with the first African American woman to own a NASCAR team. So this is something that is separate from all of that. Can you tell us more about this?
Yes, we have a couple of clients that are, well known in the acting industry, and also, like you said, Melissa herself. And Melissa and I came together because she's going to get back on the track, and we happen to meet and like-minded individuals, women coming together, showing the world how even diversity, but women showing support for other women on the racetrack.
Yeah.
And so we're gearing up to do that, and as well as release a song called Hurricane that one of our singer songwriters, Jeremiah Tucker, wrote. And it really has to do about women getting stronger every day. And it has the reference of she drove away like a superstar NASCAR race car driver.
I love it.
So it's all fun and good, and we give back all our projects. Always give back or bring awareness to something. Just like my book, the second one gives back to Thistle and Bee, which helps women survivors of human trafficking and put them into jobs. And also my first book gives back to Amanda's Way, which is a domestic violence shelter home. So, with that, in the movies that we do, it's always relating to something that could help somebody.
Absolutely. And you mentioned music. Speaking of music, you've got an upcoming music festival that's planned for next year, 2022. With just 30 seconds left, Marie, can you tell us who's going to be in this?
Well, it's a film and music festival with a poker celebrity tournament, and Tom Malloy, Glass House Distribution, they're part of it. He's been in several movies, but also one of the owners of the film distribution company. But we joined forces. There's a lot of actors well known. I'm not allowed to say just yet, but with the likes of having people like Morgan Freeman in my life and being mentored by Kenny Loggins, and getting into this whole industry because of Bret Michaels himself. And
wow.
you know, it's been a journey. It's been a journey, and special things happening. And
Well, congratulations. This sounds
thank
very
you.
exciting. And we're going to share all of this information with our viewers.
Thank
Marie
you.
Pizano, thank you again for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
We're back after this.